When people say that AI has taken our jobs, they usually mean getting fired. But there's a much dirtier way that AI has taken your job. You know, some people do technically get fired because of AI directly, and that's a terrible reality that we have to deal with. But I want to talk about just how AI is taking jobs. Particularly, I want to respond to all the tech bro types that are saying that, well, all you have to do is now embrace AI, make it your new tool, get better at your job, get more competitive, and poof, problem solved, right? There's even more opportunity than before. That's what they will have you believe. But you see, the thing is that what if I don't want it to be my new tool? Not because I'm selfish, not because I'm ungrateful, not because I can't use it if I wanted to, but because it genuinely makes my job not the same job anymore. Not a job that I'm good at, not a job that I like, not a job that is a temperamental fit to me. Here's the thing, whether you directly get fired as a consequence of AI becoming more prevalent, or now you just have to spend a significant portion of your time delegating to AI, your job was already taken from you. It is simply not the job you signed up for anymore. And I experienced this firsthand. I was a designer and a marketer for tech. And part of what I liked was the hands-on work of designing things, creating eye candy, pushing pixels, iterating on composition. And part of what I like and what I was good at was sitting there and doing the work, not delegating the work. In fact, some of the worst time in my career, when I think about it, was being in management. I hated being an art director. I hated delegating. I hated managing. And above all, I absolutely despised explaining stuff to people, which is, funny enough, what you do with AI. So a large part of being a craftsman for me is the non-verbal self-expression aspect of it. Art or design that communicates when you don't want or can't use words. And so lately, I've been hearing a lot of something that goes like this. We, designers, artists, and so forth, are going to be the new curators, the new content connoisseurs. Who needs to be an artist when he can be a whole ass orchestrator, right? Optimize your ass and make more money. Now, this sounds great on paper. Be a manager, scale up, get to the next level of your career. Only a curator is a curator. A manager is a manager. An artist is an artist, right? Second violinist on the left does not necessarily want to, is capable of, or is temperamentally fit to be a conductor. An artist never wanted to be a curator, and they can't be a curator. They don't curate, they create, because we are excited about drawing a line and seeing it taking shape on the page. We're excited about writing words, feeling how our ideas connect to each other. Sometimes being shocked that, like, wow, this thing was born inside of my brain. You know, this is the part of the experience that makes us want to actually do that job. A lot of us enjoy the solitary, reflective nature of practicing or creating. We exchange the verbal expression of ideas in favor of a product that speaks our mind for us. So, is it possible to embrace AI and make more money and become better at your job and be more productive? Yes, it is. And you can take it from me. As a hybrid designer and marketer, when AI was introduced, understanding that I'm going to lose if I didn't, I adopted it for UI design, for writing, for a whole bunch of stuff. I had no choice because knowing AI exists, clients, right? Their expectations adjust and productivity and whatever the expected turnover times, they get shorter. So what used to be design one screen in a week turned into design the whole system in a week. What used to be write one post turned into write 10 posts. And I adopted. I designed whole systems in days and I wrote 30 posts instead of 3. And I really did, given the time constraints, I was not even doing a terrible job. But here's the thing. I was just not doing my job. And this new doctrine, this new way of thinking that we should all just be happy to replace our jobs with this new thing. This bothers me more than the existence of AI in itself, which, you know, it will get better. It will steal even more stuff and it will absolutely knock me out of the park technically. Look, from a craftsman standpoint, I'm not really bothered. I'll be able to enjoy creating whether or not a computer can make it 100 million times better than I can. That's just not going to change. But the thing is, everybody now becomes an art director, a curator, a manager. Just adopt the tool. Just add it to your arsenal. It's like, no, bro. The tool completely changes the job. That's the thing. Whether you embrace it and become a superhuman content machine that pukes out, honest to God, hypothetically, Hollywood masterpieces every other day, fine. It still took your job. This is not what you did before you started using this thing. Oof. All right, but ranting alone is not my purpose, of course. I do believe that life is just too short to be stuck trying to change the inevitable, or to constantly keep trying to revert damage that was already done. I believe that the things that happen. Sometimes they build us, sometimes they destroy us, right? Sometimes they just send us in a new direction. That's nothing new. This has happened to all humans throughout time, and it will keep happening because of all kinds of reasons, right? It's all part of this crappy ass roller coaster being alive situation. And I guess the positive note that I want to leave you with is this. It's totally legit to say, if this is what my new job feels like, now that AI is part of it, then I don't want it anymore. I feel like it's totally legitimate to feel this way and to act on it and to go look for a new direction. All right, brothers and sisters, times are tough and I feel you. So until next time, peace. One more thing, in order to keep making these videos, I have to become a sort of an internet beggar that asks you to join their Patreon for a few bucks, but the Patreon is not without benefits. It includes entire recorded lessons on art fundamentals as well as worksheets, and it is occasionally updated, so give it a try, my friends. Thank you.